Good morning, family. Beautiful, beautiful family on this beautiful day. Listen, this is not mine, and I hope that I have ingested it properly so that I can do it justice from the Honorable Brother 19 Keys. Dropping some jewels, man, just off of a discussion that he had with another amazing brother, Wall Street Trapper. These are two guys, man. I believe both of them are younger than me, but I actually just like my brother, my brother David, and my brother who was actually older. These are all guys. It's a blessing to actually have these people in place that you can give flowers to, and you can admire, and they can inspire you, right? So I want to just check to make sure. I hope that somebody can get something from this. I'm on my way to knock out my, my Maryland State Life Insurance examination so that I can be certified and I can help out. I can help people out, to make sure that their family is protected. They have income protection. With that being said, man, hopefully I don't mess this up, guys. But it was in reference to the mind and the image factory, right? So this is something that we all are kind of trained throughout life with certain positions or individuals or jobs, and not all jobs. I'm just saying, like, structurally, even with school, like most schools don't push the narrative to imagine, to use your mind, to dream, to manifest, because imagining is pretty much in alignment with manifestation, right? And let me say what this is in reference to. It's basically mind power, right? So the mind is so powerful, but yet it actually does not know. Scientifically, the mind is so powerful, but it actually does not know the difference between an imaginary thought or memory versus a real memory or thought, right? And the reason I say this, right, is because in the process of manifestation,
speed trap recorded. Slow.
Let's say, for example, let me give an example, right? This is a real life example. My wife and I, we went through, I'm gonna make this really short, guys. We both were paying, she was paying the mortgage, which was $1,800. This was when we were still, before we got, well, actually we were married too, but she was paying the mortgage. We were living in separate houses while dating, right? And I was paying a rent that was around $1,500, $1,600, right? So basically we paying over $3,000 a month, right? We got a pretty big family, right? We're coming together, and we just wanted to find something that would be beneficial and would work for accommodate our family, right? So long story short, my wife sold her house, moved in with me to my smaller rental. We used a storage pod thing to put basically our whole life in the storage pod, right? And we started looking, like, diligently. We started looking for, working on our credit, seeing what we needed to be approved. And we started just getting after it as far as, like, trying to find a house that would suit us. Long story short, again, we found the house, right? Dream house, right? Found this house, and I gotta tell you, like, I never once had a doubt in my mind that this house wasn't ours. So immediately I started to think, this is ours, this is ours, this is our house, this is our house. And I could see our family in the house, already had memories, Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays and stuff like that in the house, right? Family and friends over, right? Just like the backyard, if anybody, brother YL, he's been, my boy, my coach YL, he's been to my house, and he knows what I'm talking about. Like, we have additional lots, so we got like a good little amount of property. So I've already visualized that whole space before we moved into the house, right? Long story short, we got the house with a little bit of stress on my queen, on my wife, but we've been in the house now for almost 5 years. But I never once in my mind was locked, right? So if I had a doubtful mind, you know, if I would have been like, oh, you know, there's a chance, it's a chance that we, you know, might not, then the world, the universe may have said, you know what, he doesn't believe, so we're not going to make it happen, right? So guys, whatever, I'm saying all this just to say that start the change, start the process in your mind. I understand that, you know, you might be too busy. You might be too busy to start working real heavily on business for yourself. I get that. I understand that your day job is really busy. I have a day job too still, but in my mind, I'm already done with that day job. You understand what I'm saying? Like, mentally, I am checked out. I'm doing the work. I put in the work at my day job, don't get me wrong, but mentally, I'm gone, man. My office space is already another manifestation. I'll throw in real quick. My wife and I, we've been catering for about 3 years now. And so, long story short, you know, I saw some of the struggles that my wife had when we would rent kitchen space, right? Because we didn't want to always, it doesn't seem super professional, even though our work is always professional, but it doesn't seem extremely professional cooking at your house, right? You want to have people, a client might want to come for a tasting, stuff like that. And, you know, you have to give them your home residence, your, you know, address, and they like looking at you like, wait, is this professional, right? But even though it is, and most of the time we locked in those clients, but at the same time, it didn't feel like I wanted it to, right? So it felt like I knew that we needed to lock in a more professional setup. So what did I do? I started to bug Marley Station Mall. A lot of the stores have closed down, right? So people are like, oh, well, you know, I don't know if I won't want to go in there. Hey, look, guess what that is? An opening, an opportunity where the lease might be pretty reasonable, right? Because, you know, they still had to pay that mortgage, that, you know, that huge mortgage on that whole mall, right? Or they want to at least make money off of it, even if it's paid off, right? So guess what? We already have amazing family. I don't like to say clients, you know, but we have amazing family that are already locked in with us, right? Who we love. So they're just waiting, right? Family, friends, just waiting, you know, for us to open this place. And it's amazing because it's all out of love, right? So again, long story short, I bugged the crap out of this, out of the mall manager. And the next thing you know, we're approved. We're at our lease signing. All that content is soon to come, the whole process, the beginning, everything. But I just wanted to jump on real quick. I won't take up too much of your time. This has already went 8 minutes, guys. But I just wanted to drop a jewel for whoever might need this. And again, shout out to 19 Keys and the Wall Street Trapper. I'm watching these guys, man. You know, for the health reasons, for the mental health reasons, physical health reasons, financial, educational reasons. And I love what they do. So guys, don't lock in your mind. I understand that your situation might be what it is, but the moment that you start thinking higher, you start thinking better, that is what's going to happen in your life. I promise you. All I ask is that you please, when it happens, when you change your mindset, when these things happen, please just hit me up. Just say, hey, big homie Fit Tech, listen, I love you, man. I appreciate you. That's all I need is the love and the energy. Just send the energy my way, right? Because I'm sending it in everyone's direction who is paying attention to this video right now. You are great. You are great. Okay? Know this. All right? Think. Use your mind, right? Don't let you exercise your mind, your mental clarity, your imagination, okay? Your peace, you know? All right? All right, guys. Love you guys. Have an amazing Friday. It's absolutely beautiful out here, as you can see. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Peace, love, and blessings.